Part 3. Discrimination is the unjust treatment of individuals or groups based on characteristics like race, gender, age, or sexual orientation, leading to disadvantages and exclusion, and can be both overt and subtle. Discriminatory practices or biases among volunteers can lead to unequal service provision. In this section, we will look at how to be aware of how your own attitudes and experiences may influence how you deliver services.
In the UK, discrimination is legally defined and addressed primarily under the Equality Act 2010, which identifies several types of discrimination. These types cover employment, education, housing, and the provision of goods and services. Here are the key types of discrimination recognized in the UK. Direct discrimination. This occurs when someone is treated less favorably than another person in a similar situation because of a protected characteristic. For example, a scenario where a customer of a particular racial background enters the restaurant, but the staff refuses to seat them or take their order, while serving other customers of a different race without issue. This is a clear instance of direct discrimination, where the customer is treated less favorably solely due to their racial background, which is illegal and unethical. Indirect discrimination happens when a policy, practice, rule, or arrangement that applies to everyone particularly disadvantages people who share a protected characteristic. For instance, a workplace policy that requires employees to work on certain religious holidays could indirectly discriminate against individuals of certain faiths. Harassment involves unwanted behavior linked to a protected characteristic that violates someone's dignity or creates an offensive, hostile, degrading, humiliating, or intimidating environment for them. Victimization occurs when someone is treated badly because they have made a complaint of discrimination under the Equality Act, or are supporting someone who has made a complaint.
Unconscious bias. Unconscious bias occurs due to our natural tendency to categorize information and make quick judgments based on past experiences, social norms, and our cultural background. Individuals are influenced by the values and stereotypes prevalent in their society. The media, education, culture, and family beliefs all play a role in shaping these unconscious biases. Limited interaction with diverse groups can reinforce unconscious biases. Without diverse experiences, we tend to rely more on stereotypes or preconceived notions about others. Unconscious bias is not inherently malicious, but it can lead to unfair treatment or discrimination if unchecked. Recognizing your own personal biases is crucial in delivering more equitable and inclusive services.
Everyone thinks in a way that involves unconscious bias at some point, but there are proactive steps you can take to prevent discrimination. Educate yourself about different cultures, communities, and experiences. This can include reading, watching documentaries, or talking to people. Regularly reflect on your own attitudes and behaviors. Ask yourself whether these preferences are really justified. Actively engage with people from different backgrounds. This exposure can challenge stereotypes and broaden your understanding of various cultural and social groups.
In some circumstances, unconscious bias can lead to significant serious differences in the way people are treated. A study in 2016 revealed that a substantial number of white medical students held false beliefs about biological differences between black and white people, such as black people having thicker skin or less sensitive nerve endings. As a result, black patients were less likely to receive the same level of pain relief as white patients with similar conditions.
Individuals can take several steps to combat unconscious bias within themselves and their immediate surroundings. Educate yourself. Regularly reflect on your own behaviors. Become more aware of your thoughts and feelings in the moment. Challenge stereotypes. Be an ally. Stand up against bias and discrimination when you see it. Use inclusive language and behavior. By taking these steps, individuals can contribute to creating a more inclusive and unbiased environment in their personal and professional lives.